A blessed day, everyone. Here's my digital picture story of an excerpt from the novel Rich People Problem by Kevin Kwan. Bettina Ortiz y Mena was not accustomed to waiting. A former Miss Venezuela and Miss Universe runner-up, of course, the exceedingly bronze strawberry blonde was these days the wife of Miami auto parts tycoon Herman Ortiz y Mena, and at every restaurant she chose to grace with her presence. She was always greeted with the reverence and whisked to the exact table she desired. Today, she wanted the corner table on the terrace at Sip Sip, her favorite lunch spot on Harbor Island. She wanted to sit on one of the comfy orange canvas director's chairs and stare out at the gently lapping turquoise water while eating her kale Caesar salad. But there was a large noisy group taking up the entire terrace, and they didn't seem in much hurry to leave. Bettina fumed as she glared at the tourists heavily savoring their lunch in the sun. Look how tacky they were. The women overly tanned, wrinkled and saggy, none of them properly lifted or botoxed. She felt like walking up to their table and handing out her dermatologist business cards. And the men were even worse, all dressed in all rumpled shirts and shorts, wearing those cheap straw hats sold at the trinket shop on Denmark Street. Why did such people have to come here? The 3.5-mile long paradise with its pristine pink sand beaches was one of the best kept secrets in the Caribbean, a haven for the very rich, filled with quaint little wood houses painted in the shades of sherbet, charming boutiques, chic oceanfront mansions turned into inns, and five-star restaurants to rival St. Bart's. Tourists should have to take a style exam before being allowed to set foot on the island. Feeling that she had been patient long enough, Bettina stormed into the kitchen. "Julie, honey, what's the dealio? I've waited more than 15 minutes for my table." Bettina sighed to the owner of the restaurant. "Sorry, Bettina. It's been one of those days. The party of 12 in the terrace showed up first just before you did," Julie replied as she handed off a bowl of spicy conch chili to waiting server. "But the terrace is your prime spot. Why on earth did you let those tourists take up all that space?" "Well, that tourist in the red fishing cap is the Duke of Glencora. Isn't it the most handsome sailboat you've ever seen?" "I'm not impressed by big boats," Bettina huffed. From the kitchen window, she surveyed the party assembled on the terrace with new eyes. These aristo British types, they had their Savile Row suits and their heirloom tiaras, but when they traveled, they looked so painfully frumpy. It was only then that Bettina noticed 3 tan, well-built men in fitted white shirt and black Kevlar pants sitting at the adjacent table. The guys weren't eating, but sat watchfully, sipping glasses of seltzer water. "I assume that's the Duke's security detail." They couldn't be more obvious. Don't they know that we're all billionaires here on Brilliant? And this isn't how we roll? Bettina tatted. They did a whole sweep on the restaurant before the party arrived. They even searched my walk-in freezer. "See that Chinese fellow seated at the end of the table?" Bettina squinted through her Dior X-Day sunglasses at the portly, balding 70-something Asian man dressed in a nondescript white short-sleeve golf shirt and gray trousers. "Oh, I didn't even notice him. Am I supposed to know who he is? That's Alfred Shang, Julie said in a hushed